Hello everyone, how are we? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome back to Simply Forex. Hope you're all well and Merry Christmas. I'm getting very excited about Christmas this year. I don't know why, but yeah, I can't wait. I've probably got nothing this year because Santa Claus, and I've probably been, a bad boy this year. So I probably won't get much in the way of presents. Anyway, this is what we're going to do during the live stream, guys, right? So we are going to look at a new trade that I got in literally today. I'm currently in 4 trades as we speak. 2 of those trades are euro pairs. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do ahead of the big euro news. Before any of that, guys, let's just take a quick look at the pound, right? Because we've literally just had pound news come out. So let's take a quick look at the pound. If we go to the H1, right, we're seeing some pound strength. Let's have a look at pound Canadian dollar. Okay, so pound strength across the board. Let's understand why that is. Well, everything came out as expected, guys. All right, so yeah, you can see here, as expected, they cut the interest rate by 25 basis points. And yeah, no difference here, no difference here, no difference here. So everything's as expected, right, with the pound, but we're still seeing lots of pound strength come into the market. So interesting. Normally when everything's as expected, not much happens. So maybe something that was in, the inflation letter or the MPC meeting minutes, maybe something there has led to this spike. But more importantly, guys, in just under half an hour, we got the Bank of England governor speaking. So, when news comes out as expected, usually, not right now, but usually price is quite muted or the pound is quite muted. And then it becomes very volatile when the Bank of England governor speaks, right? Bailey. And he talks about forecast projections and, and he either has a very hawkish or dovish, rhetoric. So that's what will make the pound volatile, guys. And then also, this is the one I'm interested in because I'm not in any pound pairs, but I am in euro pairs. So I'm obviously interested in all of this coming out, right? So they're looking to keep the interest rate the same at 2.15%. So let's see what the euro does. Again, guys, if everything's as expected in here, always keep an eye 30 minutes later, usually 30 minutes after the data release, you have a press conference, right? And again, this could lead to some real volatility in the euro. All right. So, yeah, lots of news. There's just so much news coming out, guys, right? We got US dollar CPI after that. I also like some yen pairs, which I will show you. But tomorrow, you can see we've got the BOJ interest rate as well. And they're looking to increase the interest rate, which is very unlike Japan. And just another day of news, really. So news, right? So tread carefully, guys, especially, as it's almost like the end of the trading year, really. So yeah, lots of things to look at. Also, guys, I am going to give away $15,000 worth of funded challenges. I'm going to give 3 $5,000 challenges away during this live stream because it's Christmas, for no other reason other than that, right? So it's Christmas, guys. We're going to play a couple of games as it's Christmas. This is like our staff party, if you like. So you should all be drinking and making a fool of yourself. So yeah, we'll play some games throughout the live stream as well. But let's look at the business end, right? Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, right? So I've gotten into this trade today, right? Why have I gotten into this trade? Well, you can see daily has been breaking down. We did, we are in a little bit of a range here, right? But ultimately we're in a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. And then yesterday we got this nice big bearish candle, right? So I'm absolutely fine with taking sales back down to these lows in here, if not further, right? I'll probably leave some profit to run, because if you look at the monthly, guys, we mentioned this the other day, we're getting such a nice rejection wick at these last highs. So this suggests this has some room to the downside. One thing you must consider with Aussie dollar is the indices, right? If the indices are flying, so is the Aussie dollar, right? So keep an eye on that. That will obviously impact this trade as well. And then if we go down to the H4, guys, you can see exactly where I entered, right? So price was coming down, right? We got a nice retest into this level of resistance here. If I drag this across, you can see that more clearly. And I entered, right? I didn't wait for a bearish candle. I just entered. Started selling here, stopped all the way above this high, and I'm looking to come back down to this 1.14 psychological level. So yeah, that was a new trade today. I'm still in Euro Aussie dollar sells, right? So this is the H4, guys. Yeah, I mean, and you know, daily's still in a downtrend, right? So we're still in this downtrend. And I'm also in Euro Canadian dollar. And this too is still in this downtrend, right? So, you know, I like both of these trades. If we go to the Euro Aussie dollar trade now, and we go to the H4, right? You know, I'm liking this bearishness, but we have the interest rate coming out. So what I'll do, guys, is this, right? You know, if price is down here somewhere, yeah, I like the trade. What I'll do is just reduce my risk. I'll move my stop loss down to maybe 0.5 risk, okay? And then just let this trade play out. I either, you know, lose 0.5 or, you know, we have a nice trade on our hands. I just really like the level, right? And it's the same with Euro Canadian dollar. Now this one, you know, I can move. So this is Euro Canadian dollar. You can see we broke this channel. We've come back up, retested these highs. Now this one, I can move to break even, right? There'll be enough room, you know, even with spread when the news comes out, you know, there'll be enough room for this trade to play a little bit, right? Now, if you think about that, guys, right, you know, a lot of you are probably thinking, Tom, you could take profit here. You could even close the Euro Aussie dollar trade at break even, like now. And yes, I could, but the risk to reward is so good, right? This will have no risk, right? Depending on what price does between now and the news, right? But you know, if we're here, right, I move my stop to break even, there's no risk. And then with Euro Aussie dollar, you know, even if I move my trade, my stop loss down to here at 0.5%. So maximum I can lose is 0.5%. But you know, there's so much reward, right? You know, if price does come shooting down, this won't be my target. I will let this trade run. And it's the same for Euro Canadian dollar, right? If on the back of that news, we do start seeing some real Euro weakness, then I'll let this run as well. So there's such a good probability of risk to reward because right now, this trade is in profit and I can move my stop loss to break even. You know, if price comes back up to here, you know, I might close one of the trades at break even before the news even comes out. right? So I've got options is what I'm saying, guys. But what I won't do is just leave my stop losses. I will reduce my risk, right? So yeah, they're the euro trades that I'm in, guys. So we'll keep, well, we won't actually be live when that news comes out. But yeah, obviously I'll be keeping an eye on that later. And then I'm still in Canadian dollar Swiss franc, which has done precisely sweet FA. Right, it's just ranging between here and here and here and here and here. Right, it's doing nothing at the moment. Obviously, what I want to see is a break to the upside, and then I would even add to this position. So, and I would heavily reduce my stop loss if that happened. If we start breaking this level again, I could get out early, at a very like 0.3% loss, right? That would be another option as well. So yeah, they're all my trades, guys. That's what I'm looking at. And as always, if you want all of my trades every single day, then please come check out the Discord channel, right? You've got the free Discord channel, and then we also have the VIP here. So you can see we had a nice trade yesterday, and this is that new Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar sell trade. All right. And obviously, these are all ahead of time. I tell you what I'm going to do, how I'm going to trade it, how I manage it. Right. So come join the VIP and get involved, guys. Also, you've got so much access to so many tutorials. You've got my strategies, you've got hedging, managing trades, trade entries, trade analysis, money and risk management, psychology, support and resistance, pivots. I give you checklists, trading tools, things about candlesticks. There's so much knowledge in here, guys, right? So come get involved in the VIP. Right. I think it's time to say hello to everyone and take a few questions. Right. So let's see who is in the house. Luigi, hi, how are you? Max, how are you? This is Max's last joining the start. Last day of the year, last trading day of the year for Max. Emperor Nero, how are you? Okay, all right, and then okay, so we've got mixed news coming out of the pound, and also JNet. Hello, how are you? So yeah, hello everyone. Hope you're all well and Merry Christmas. Remember, please get your questions over to me. I'm happy to answer anything to do with trading, like literally anything. I've been doing this a very long time, right? And I'm also a technical analyst for investing.com, right? So, ask me whatever you like. Pick my brain. Won't take long. All right, guys. Yeah, so ask as many questions as you like. Hi Niraj, how are you? Right, I think, is there anything else I wanted to show you? Yes, there's a few yen. I'm interested in yen weakness, right? But, yeah, well, let me show you what I'm interested in, right? So I'm interested in US dollar yen, right? If we look at the daily, yeah, we're holding on to these lows. We're still in this uptrend, right? Admittedly, we have this level here, but all I'd be looking to do is buy up to that level, right? Potentially leave some profit to come back up to here. So we're at a key support level with US dollar yen, and we've had a nice bullish candle, right? So very much interested in this. The H4, you can see where my alarm is, right? That's when I become interested. Right, if we get a retrace down here, I will leap into action, right? Like a panther. Yeah, but if I don't, if price just does that, it doesn't matter. I don't have a trade. I'm not interested, right? So US dollar yen weakness. I also like New Zealand yen. It's a little bit tricky, this H4, but let's look at the daily first. So very similar to US dollar yen, right? We're in this uptrend. We've retraced to our smart river, which is part of our price action pro indicator, and we've had a nice bullish candle, and we've got all this room to move into, right? I also really like the weekly, Yeah, look at the weekly, right, on New Zealand yen. We've got a clear break of a key level, nothing but bullish candles, and all this room to move into. So out of all of them, this is probably my favorite yen weakness trade. Not easy to say, especially after a couple of beers. So yeah, I like this trade. The H4 scruffy, right? Because you've obviously got this high here, which is holding, but you also had this high here, which is holding as well, right? So you can see all these candles are closing back in one another. So really, I'll be interested if we get a break of this level, right? If we got a break of their nice bullish candle, I'd start buying here, stops below here, right? With a view to taking price back up to these highs. And I also like Aussie dollar yen buys, Canadian dollar yen buys. These were all trade ideas that I put in the free Discord, right? So please come join it. I put them in there every day. But the big but is this: when I am fast asleep tonight and probably dreaming of Gal Gadot, maybe dribbling a little bit, there will be the BOJ interest rate decision, right? Which is obviously big news. And they're looking to increase it by 25 basis points. So do I want to be in a trade and fast asleep for that? The answer is no, I probably don't, right? So yeah, there you go, guys. I like New Zealand yen as a trade, but yeah, I will be waiting for that. But let's put this level in anyway. I'm going to add an alarm here because that's what I'll be waiting to see. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything that I'm looking at, guys. I was looking at US dollar Swiss franc sells, which goes against US dollar yen buys, but I still think this has a little bit more room to the downside, right? If you look at US dollar Swiss franc, it literally touched that last low, right? Clearly in a downtrend, big wick rejection, and I think we can come back down to this 0.79. So yeah, I like Swiss franc sells. So we'll see. We'll see if it makes that all the way down there. And that's pretty much everything that I am looking at, guys. As always, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. And also, guys, please go check out the website, come join the free Discord, and also check out the promotion we have with Pepperstone as well. Talking of which, I am going to give you a Christmas present. So if you're interested, please listen up right now.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I want to give you a present. The present is my Price Action Pro Masterclass, jam-packed with over 4 hours of trading knowledge, skills, strategies, and tools that you need to succeed at trading. It's normally a paid course worth $200, but I'm gifting it to you for free. So how can I give this to you for free? Well, it's simple. We have partnered with two of the best Forex brokers in the industry, Axie and Pepperstone, and we will waiver the cost of the masterclass if you sign up with them. You just need to open a live account using our link, deposit whatever funds you like, and trade. It's as simple as that. You will then not only benefit from some of the best spreads, commissions, and swaps in the industry, but also a dedicated support team, and we will give you full access to the Price Action Pro Masterclass. Which broker you sign up with does depend on your geographical location, but all the information you need is in the video description below. This Christmas present is only available until the end of December. So what are you waiting for? Claim your present today.
Hi guys. So yeah, if you want access to the Price Action Masterclass, then check out the promotion, right? There's a link in the video description, right? It's literally at the top. Go check it out, find out what you need to do, and you can get over 4 hours of a price action masterclass, usually worth $200 for free. Right? No brainer. Go check it out. Andrea wants to look at pound US dollar. So, yeah, I mean, first and foremost, right, we have just had massive news, right, come out for the pound. We go back to today, interest rate is pretty big, but it's all as expected. And in under 10 minutes, we have the Bank of England, Bailey speaking, the governor. The governor reminds me of Paul Ince. It's a football reference. So, wouldn't be touching the pound until he has spoken, right? But let's have a look at pound from a technical level, and not much has changed, Andrea, right? I want to sell it on the weekly, right? We're kind of breaking down here. I want to sell it on the weekly. Look at these top wicks that are forming, right? I think this is a nice sell trade. And on the daily, we're in an uptrend, right? So we've got real contradiction with the pound. So we probably need Bailey speaking and to, make pound pick a direction. But with that weekly, I would be more interested in a break of this low, right? If today we end up with something like this and we get a break of a low, right, I would be very much interested in selling pound US dollar. So yeah, I'm not interested in we're not making higher highs, right? Price keeps hitting it even started here, right? Haven't made higher highs, right? And it's at a really nice weekly selling level. So unless we get a break of some low, I am not interested in pound US dollar. But if we get this break, I would be very much interested in selling it, right? And every time we look at a US dollar major, we need to look at the dollar index, guys, right? And what is this telling us? And this is, again, it's, a bit of a mixed bag, really, right? So ultimately, dollar has become quite bearish, right? Right, you can see on the weekly chart, I would say here was, pretty much the last low, and we've broken that low. All right. So, dollar index on the weekly chart is in a downtrend, which suggests US dollar weakness, right? And we never broke this 100 level, right? It's such a big level. Okay. So weekly's telling me to sell, and look at this weekly candle, right? And then if we go to the day chart now as well, this is also suggesting we should sell, right? If we see this happen and we get a retest maybe into this level or those last lows somewhere in here, I would suggest we could, I don't trade the dollar index, but I would suggest you could take dollar down to this next support level in here. Right, so everything's quite bearish on the dollar, but we're not necessarily seeing that real weakness in the dollar majors, right? There's not, everything's stuttering a bit, right? If you look at any of them, right, Aussie dollar, US dollar, right, like this is US dollar strength, right? And I've just shown you the dollar index should be a sell, is a sell trade if we traded the index, right? Euro, US dollar, right? It's not exactly filling you with confidence to keep, trading US dollar weakness, right? So, yeah, for me, the US dollar needs to really give me more clarification on direction. I would say the dollar index is quite clear, right? US dollar's weakness, but it's not reflected in the US majors like Euro US dollar, Pound US dollar, Aussie dollar US dollar. So all currencies are not performing well, right? Yeah, apart from Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, and New Zealand dollar, I would say, right? So yeah, there you go, Andrea. It's not too clear cut, the pound US dollar. Right, what else are we looking at? So Nero is looking for sells on the NAS. I like NAS the wrapper. I really do. Right, let's have a look at the NASDAQ. Looking for sells. Nero, a week ago, you were looking for buys. Now you're looking for sells. Okay. So let's do this one together, guys, right? We're going to do this together. This will be good practice for everyone, right? Because, you know, a lot of traders are here to learn or just, you know, sort of have a chit chat as well. But, you know, let's do this one together. So I'm going to put this out to everyone and I just want you to answer in the live chat, right? So you've got three options. The NASDAQ, this is the weekly chart, right? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So everyone, guys, get involved. Just looking at the weekly. We're not looking at any other time frame, just the weekly. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the NASDAQ right now? Please leave your comments in the live chat. I will be drinking. Okay, so Max is saying a buy. Niraj is saying stay out. Nero is stay out. Luigi is a sell. Yeon Gang is a stay out. Okay. So a bit of a mixed bag, right? Anyone else? Don't be shy. Yeah, there's no wrong answers here. You're here to learn. So yeah, a mixed bag. We've got buy, stay out, sell, stay out, right? Now, it is a tricky one, right? Because again, let's just look at the facts, right? Mohammed would sell, right? Let's look at the facts. We are in this uptrend, and this is where we're at, right? But we are in an uptrend. We're getting higher lows, didn't break, higher highs, right? So we're definitely in an uptrend, okay? Do I want to buy that weekly candle? No, I don't. I don't want to buy into that, right? So if I see this on the weekly chart, we're in an uptrend, but we've got a massively bearish candle. It's a stay out. Simple as that. I do not want to buy into such a bearish candle, right? And so far, that would be a good idea, right? We don't want to buy into that. Price has come down so far this week. Obviously, lots more can happen, right? We've got lots of news coming out. So weekly would just be a stay out, right? Things I am conscious of is it hasn't hit these last highs in here, right? You know, does it want to come back up and test those highs? I would suggest yes, it does, right? And potentially I would be interested. Let's say this candle finishes like this, right? Then very much so, right? I'd be interested in taking buys back up to here. But right now, weekly chart, stay out. But let's ask the same question on the daily, right? So same question, guys. Please leave a comment in the live chat. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the NASDAQ on the daily chart? And this is pretty much what I do every day, right? I'm just analyzing all 28 currency pairs every day, the indices, look at oil as well, look at those precious metals, and just keep applying, you know, price action logic to it. Okay, so all right, so this level in here, right? So Max is saying sell from this level. Niraj is saying stay out. Anyone else, guys, get involved. Don't be shy. Nero would sell. Obviously, Nero, you're in a sell trade. Luigi would sell. What's the trend? What's the daily trend, would you say? right? So it's very important we understand that. Okay, so more people are more inclined to sell the Nasdaq looking at the daily, right? Now, again, let's look at the facts, right? What do you think the trend is here, right? You know, it's okay. I'm seeing this. That's what I'm seeing. I'm just picking out the significant enough highs and lows where price has moved enough, right? Okay, you've got little ones in here, for example, but price hasn't moved enough. I wouldn't consider that a level. So looking at this, we're in an uptrend. We're getting higher highs, right? You know, will we get a higher low? Right, let's see. But for that reason, I consider this an uptrend, but we have a super bearish candle, right? It's similar to the weekly uptrend, bearish candle. This is a daily uptrend, big bearish candle. So I'm not interested in buying this. I would have been interested in buying this yesterday even, right? Would we have gotten a H4? But no, yeah, we spoke about this actually. We never got a H4 structure break, right? Yeah, if price, you know, had done this and then we end up getting a structure break, right? You know, I would have taken that trade, but we didn't. Okay, so yeah, Nasdaq's a real tricky one, and you know, seasonally, you know, to the end of the year, indices normally have a rally, right? That's a thing, right? But so far, there's no sign of that. But we shall see, right? Yeah, and H4 is definitely a downtrend, right? I mean, H4, there's only one trade here, and that's a sell trade, plus that big daily bearish candle, right? Yeah, a sell trade makes more sense, but on that day chart, I'm seeing an uptrend, so I cannot sell that, right? So there you go. Right, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. Please go check out the website. Look above my head, guys. You've got the website. You can get access to all of our premium trading education, so go check that out. Please come join our free Discord as well. And also, as I showed you earlier, we got the promotion with Pepperstone if you sign up using their link. So yeah, get involved, take advantage of it. Right, we're going to play some Christmas games, okay? And I am going to give a 5K challenge. I'm going to give 3 5K challenges away, right? So let's do it. It's Christmas, right? Let's have a quick look at these Euro trades before we do. So look at the H4. Okay, Euro, Aussie dollar. Okay, let's have a look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Right, this is everything that I'm in, guys. CAD, Swiss franc. Good job, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc has a positive swap because I am already bored of this trade. Right, guys, we are going to play a game. Let me just randomly pick anything. Pound yen. Right, I'm going to go to the day chart. I am going to randomly pick a point in time. Start new. Yes. Come here. Right. And now I'm going to drop down to the H4. We've played this game before, so I'm sure you are aware of it. Now, I am going to put a long position. I always go to that one. A long position here, right? Exactly where price is. And this is our trade. We're just going for a 1:1. Right, so looking at this chart, right? All you need to decide, guys, is this buy trade, will it be successful or not? So if you think it's successful, just put yes. And if you think it won't be successful, put no. And every time you are correct, give yourself 1 point. Okay? So everyone understand the rules? I'm going to play along as well. So everyone, give me your answer in the live chat. Will this trade, yes, work out, or no, it won't? Okay, we've got a few people straight in with their answers. That's what we like to see. Okay, Jim, Luigi, Tony, everyone's in. Good. Okay, so now you've all answered. I am also going to say, Dan Laguna, how are you? Looks strong like Declan Rice at the heart of the Arsenal midfield. Yeah, I must say, Declan Rice is world class. He is, yeah, I'd love him at Liverpool, but he's a London lad. Right, I'm going to say yes. So let's play it along and see how we go. There you go. Right, 1 point to me and 1 point to whoever said yes. Right. Okay, let's go again. Let's move this up. Yeah, let's keep doing 1:1. So is this trade going to work out? Yes or no? Yeah, let me know again, guys. Yes or no in the live chat. Don't forget to keep your own score. I'm trusting you to keep your own score. If you cheat, the editor will come round your house with a bad attitude. All right, so yes or no, guys. What do you think? And I'm really getting excited for Christmas. I really am. I'm looking forward to a nice little break for a couple of weeks and just eat and drink too much, basically. Okay, we've got a couple of no's in this one. Okay, got some yeses, got some no's. I'm going to say yes. Right, things are a little bit overextended, but I'm going to say yes. Let's play it along. Yeah, there you go. That's hit target. So another point for me. Woohoo! Okay, now, all right, we're going to move this buy trade out of the way. Let's try a sell trade. Yeah, there you go. Is this sell trade going to work out? Yes or no, guys? So leave your answer in the live chat. Remember, guys, you're in with a very good chance of winning a 5K challenge because I'm going to give 3 challenges away today. Merry Christmas. I should have a sack and a Santa's hat. I was about to say a joke about a sack, but I'll refrain. Okay, so we've got mixed bag here. I am going to say no. I don't think this sell trade will work out. So I'm going to say no, right? Remember, guys, if you think yes, it hits target. If you think it will get stopped out, say no. So I think no. I think this trade is going to get stopped out, right? So let's play it along. There we go, stopped out. Trader Tom, that's cruel for all you other ones, but we did get stopped out first. So it was a no. That reeked of a liquidity grab. Look at that high, right? Price comes in, takes out a few stop losses in here, and then comes crashing down. So yeah, there you go, guys. I think I've got 3 out of 3, haven't I? Or 4 out of 4. Just saying. Right, another trade. Going to make this a little bit. Okay, is this trade going to work out? Yes or no? So please let me know, guys, yes or no. Okay. Niraj thinks yes. Jim thinks yes. Anuoa, if I pronounce that correctly. Neil says yes. SMV says yes. Tony says no. I'm getting more information. This is actually cheating. I am going to, it's difficult to say that won't work out. I'm going to say, yes, this will work out. All right, let's play it along. Hopefully you've all got your answers in. Please keep your own score. Now I don't think it will. Is that low held? No, didn't work out. So everyone that said yes, you were wrong, no points. And everyone who said no, you were correct. It did not work out. Okay. Right, we've got a few 2 out of 4s, 4s out of 4s. All right, interesting. Anyway, okay, 3 out of 4. Right, we are going to do 2 more, guys, and then we are going to pick a winner. We're now going to do a buy trade. This is the buy trade. Yep, that's it. So we finished with the sell trade for the time being. The buy trade, is this going to work out? Yes or no? So everyone, guys, get involved. Yes or I'll wait for you to answer, and then I'll give you my couple of pence. Okay. All right. Everyone's like, yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm going to say yes as well. Ooh, 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 ooh. So lots of people wrong there. Everyone thought that was a yes. But no, that was a failed trade. I'm going to do one more. Guys, we're going to do one more trade. This is it. This is an interesting one. So what do we think, guys? This is going to be the last one, and then we're going to pick some winners. Should I do it randomly, or whoever's got the highest score? I might do it randomly. Actually, we'll work it out in a minute. All right, guys. So last trade. Will this work out? Yes or no? Okay. Got a few yeses, nos. Okay. Okay. I am going to say no. Bit of a mixed bag amongst you guys. So let's have a look. Okay. Have we hit that either? No, we haven't quite hit that either. Okay, oh, there you go. All right, guys. So no, it didn't work out. Those of you that had a buy trade, look at that. Yeah, that is a perfect example of the saying, don't be a dick for a tick, right? Take some profit, right? But it didn't hit target, guys, according to this game. And then we did get stopped out down here. So that was a no. It didn't work out, guys, right? So let's put in. So, guys, please give me all your scores. I'm going to put every name that I can see into the Wheel of Fortune. Right, bear with me a second. So I'm just going to go up your names one by one. I'm just going to put your starting letter. So this is O-N. This is Tony. This is Nero. I'm just going to do it at random, guys, today. Neil. Jim. So guys, even if you didn't play, just put your score in. We're going to pick out some winners at random. Luigi, Mirage. Who else have we got in? So guys, please just put your name down. Dan Laguna. Who else we got? We got Tony, got Nero, Max. Can't forget Max. This is how slow I type. Dear. Right, I think that's everyone. SMV was in there. Who else did we have? Right, I think that's everyone, guys. So you have a very high probability of becoming a winner, guys, right? We're going to have Jose in there, last ditch in there, Jose. Right, that's it, guys. If you haven't put your name down, tough luck. We are going to pick a winner. I'm going to pick 3 winners, guys. So here we go. In order to claim your prize, you must join our free Discord channel, okay? And then just write in there, I won the 5K challenge, right? And we will hook you up. So here we go, guys. Who's going to be our first winner? So that is Neil. Neil, you are. Come on down. The price is right. You are our first winner. I'm trying to hide Nero's comment that I put up. Okay, there we go. First winner, Neil. Please get in contact with us. I believe you're already on our Discord. Well, I know you are, so come get in touch. Right, next winner. Is Onyu, I can't pronounce your name, Onuoha Chisholm. So Onuoha Chisholm 9750. You are the winner of the second $5,000 challenge. So please come join our free Discord. Come get in touch, and we will give you your prize. Next one, we're going to have one more winner, guys. Merry Christmas. That is Nero. Nero, congratulations. Also get in contact with us. You are the winner there as well. All right, so guys, yeah, Merry Christmas. We're going to be doing some vids over the festive period. I won't be trading for the next after Friday. I'll be back trading on Monday, the 5th of Jan. I think it's the 5th, yeah. And then we'll, trade as normal. We'll do our live streams. We will be doing some YouTube vids over the festive period, you know, vids to help you learn trading. So, yeah, keep an eye out for those guys. Have a really nice Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you for always joining me and showing your support, guys. And please come join our Discord, right? Be part of our trading community. We would love to have you. All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. See you soon.